Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Today's topic is be an assertive, confident woman. Be an assertive and confident woman. Before I get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now let's dive into this topic. And I do have a letter to get us started. Let's read this letter and see what she says. Now she entitles her letter, How to Stop Getting Scammed. I'm a 75-year-old divorced woman who enjoys her quiet life. Good for you. You know what? I'm not far off, and I enjoy my quiet life too. I don't date and have been living alone for 15 years, but I've been scammed twice in 6 months. Okay now. All right. This is some negative energy around you. I know it's my own fault. The scammers were young, interesting, funny, and it all happened before I even realized it. You know, that's what happens when people scam you. You're not supposed to realize it until they have gone away with your money in their pocket. Then you realize that you were scammed, you see? That's the whole nature of a scam. You say it's your fault already, and I don't know how you came to that conclusion. The nature of a scam. Some of the most brilliant people have been scammed before. You try to guard yourself from these things as much as you can, but on occasion it can happen. One was a young Iranian who talked me into selling my Persian rug to him for $200. Well, when he knew its worth and lied about it. Well, listen. Okay. If you are the seller, it is your responsibility to do your own research to know what your own property is valued at. You don't look for the buyer to do it. The buyer is going to tell you it's not worth but a penny. But if you know that it's worth hundreds of dollars, then you wouldn't sell it for that. But if you didn't know, and you needed a penny, you might sell it. It's the seller's responsibility, not the buyer. Okay, that's what happened here. You relied on whatever the buyer was saying, but maybe you needed the $200 at the time. Maybe when he offered you the $200 for the rug, you were happy. You see? But really, that was your responsibility. You can't blame him and say that the guy scammed you for that, because I don't see a scam here. He just got a good deal. He just got a real good deal out of you. That's it. The other was a young woman selling very expensive facial products. I bought a tube of wrinkle fixer for $430. And then I went inside the store and was humiliated and bullied into buying even more. Okay, wait a minute, right here. Right here, let's stop. All right. Listen, salespeople are very aggressive because that's how they make their living, making a sale. If they don't sell anything, then they don't make any money. A lot of them work on commission only. And even if they get a salary, it's not enough to live on. They have to make the sales. So they're going to tell you any and everything to make the sale. I mean, what she did to you is common. It's common. You go to the mall, and if you go near the makeup counter, they're going to try to get you over there to put makeup, just to show you what it looks like, you see. They'll get you sitting in a chair, fix your face up, and then when you feel like you're looking beautiful, they'll tell you all the things that you need to go along for this beautiful face that you have. You see? And it could add up to $400, $500, $600 when you get to the register. You don't realize it when they're putting everything together. But, I mean, this is what they do. This is not a scam. You can expect it when you go around the makeup counters. These salesmen are there to sell their product, whatever it is, and wherever you were. That was her job, to sell you these products and to sell you as much and as many of the products as possible. Buyer beware. You must do your own research. You can't go into these situations blindly and just follow whatever other people say. Salesmen are very crafty. They are very crafty. They're not scammers. They're just doing their job. They have to sell or eat. Okay? You got to understand that. They have to sell. When you go anywhere, or you could be at home, and they call you up on the phone, and they try to sell you something. You see? And they can be very aggressive if you stay with them on the phone. You see, usually when they call me, I just say I'm not interested and hang up. Because if you stay on the phone, they'll keep going and going and going. Before you know it, they'll find something that you can buy. That's salesmen. They have to be aggressive to sell their product. But you don't have to be a victim of it. You need to be strong and confident. And be assertive your own right. If a person is trying to sell you something you don't want, say, no, I don't want that. And this makeup that she had you to purchase for $430, hopefully if you're not satisfied with it, you can take it back and get your refund. But you got to be confident to do that. You got to know that you have power to do that. Take these things back. Now, for the Persian rug, you probably can't get that back. But these facial products, you might can take them right back to the store and tell them, it doesn't work. And if it's a reputable place, they will give you your money back or part of your money back or a credit or something. People, don't be pushed into something that you don't agree with. Use your own mouth. Speak up. Now, I realize that some people are just shy and vulnerable. These salespeople can see you coming. They can see you coming. But you need to have confidence in yourself. Whenever you go around these kind of people, you got to show confidence, or they will railroad you. And plus, before you go to buy anything, do your research. That's what I do. Anything that I use, whether it's food, products, or medication, or anything, I do the research before I put it in my mouth or put it on my skin or use it. And I do a lot of research. I don't just look for one opinion. I look for several opinions. And then I look for the negative reviews on this product too, to see why these people said this product was no good. You need to do that before you purchase anything out here. Because a lot of these products are not what they pretend to be. And you get it and realize that it's garbage. And a lot of us feel like we're stuck with it. Take it back. Be assertive, ladies. There's nothing wrong with that. And some people will say, if they see you being assertive, they will say that you're being too masculine. Well, listen, we all have feminine and masculine energy. Ladies, you find sometime things work out better for you when you step into your masculine energy and show your power, show your strength, show your confidence to get things done. And especially if you're on your own. If you're on your own, you got to be in your masculine energy a lot more than you're in your feminine energy. Or people will railroad you. Now, this guy with the Persian rug, he probably took advantage of you. No man was around there to bargain with him down or whatever. But I do realize that, see, people from from other countries are used to negotiating prices. Okay? So for instance, they'll give you a price. Yeah, it's up to you to negotiate it. You know, for you could have said $200. Nah, how about 1,000? Then he might have come on up. Come on up. I can't let it go for less than 1,000. You know, something like that. Some people expect for you to negotiate. Okay? But if you don't negotiate, then that's on you. That's on you. Don't be so quick to take whatever people say as face value. That's what I'm saying. Do your own research, and that is part of being a confident woman, because you have knowledge about your business. Not going out there just blind or whatever. And your age has nothing to do with it. You're 75. Listen, I'm almost there myself. Your age has absolutely nothing to do with it. Okay? Know your power. Know your power. You know, I want to say something about the age here, because I saw something the other day. I think it was a little short video where this lady said she was 141 years old. People, that just lets you know that you can live a long time. Again, I think it's a mindset. But it does have something to do with the food, with the air we're breathing, and, you know, the water we're drinking and things like that. It has a lot to do with that too. But of course, she didn't live, let's say, on the grid. She kind of lived out. You know how these tribes or whatever, they kind of live away from civilization, and they live long years. It's us. It's us who, in our minds, we figure, you know, 70, 80, 90, we ought to be killing over. I think it's a mindset, of course, but you do have to watch what you eat. I can tell you that. That's for real. Okay, now we do have another letter here, and she's writing about her narcissistic husband. She says that she just found my channel, and she wanted to say how uplifting it was to hear from a biblical point of view. I wanted to clear that up. Now listen, I'm not biblical. I am spiritual, not biblical. I reference the Bible because I know a lot of you are, and I was raised Christian, so I do know about the Bible. You know, I come from a long line of ministers, so, you know, I know all about the Bible. So I do reference the Bible a lot in my videos to prove a point, you see. But no, I do not follow the Bible. I realize that there is some truth in the Bible, but I believe there are also some falsehoods in the Bible. So that's why I don't follow it, because I can't, you know, I'm not that savvy to pick out the true part and the lie part. So I just toss the whole book. But I do reference some things in the Bible to make a point. Okay, let's go on with the letter. My narcissist husband decided to leave out of the blue after 26 years of marriage. I realized who he was last April. He started screaming at me for no reason. It emotionally damaged me so bad, it took me a week to get over it. I think he realized I was on to him. Okay, what does this mean? You realized that he was a narcissist? Is that what happened? Yeah, you say, I think he realized I was on to him. So, you know, I'm stunned there. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. It gave me time to spend with my mom before she passed away last June from a stroke after 4 years with cancer and heart problems. When I went back to work part-time last December, He waited till the end of January of this year to tell me he's leaving. Oh, now you were married 26 years. Oh, okay. So now he tells you that he's leaving. I prayed 3 months for God to deal with him because I couldn't take any negativity and energy anymore. So you couldn't take his abuse anymore. So you were praying for relief. Okay. I know God heard my prayers as he has done in the past. I prayed a few years ago to put a stumbling block in his path to keep us from going on a long road trip to the beach because I didn't want to be humiliated again. A day later, he had a slip outside and hurt his groin, so we didn't go. God also blessed us with a large amount of money a few years back to pay for our income taxes, and he never thanked God for that. The ghostly things we have experienced in our house has ceased for now. You know, you got a lot of things going on. You got ghosts in the house. And you're able to pray to your God, and your God is hurting people. Your God is putting all kind of stumbling blocks in people's way. Okay. Let's read that again. The ghostly things we have experienced in our house has ceased for now. My oldest son used to get scratches on his body from these ghosts. Your oldest son used to wake up to scratches on his body from some ghostly creatures. Okay. I feel so much freer, and a heavy burden on my chest is gone, and I have peace in my life. Okay. But where did this come from? Where did this peace come from? Now you say your husband, he had a slip and fall, so you didn't go, but God blessed you with money. And right now, those beings, those entities in your home are not bothering you. They ain't going nowhere. And your son, who used to get scratches on his body from these demonic energies, they're just, relaxing right now. That's all. They ain't going nowhere. My father is a preacher, and I know if I pray to him, God will deal with him. I'm sorry that I'm laughing, but this is funny. But if he refuses to listen to God, then it's his choice. Okay, so now wait a minute. Your husband's a narcissist. Your father's a preacher. And I know if I pray for him. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Let's see. My father is a preacher. And I know if I pray for him, God will deal with him. Okay, so you're saying if you pray for your husband, the narcissist, that your God will deal with him. That's what you're saying, right? Okay. You pray. You pray for your God to deal with him, right? Okay. In essence, to pay him back for what you feel like your husband has done to you, you want God to pay him back. Okay? All right. We want to be on the same page here. Okay? I get messages from God from time to time. And one of them, a few years ago, said he wasn't going to be around long. So I thought he was going to die. Well, he could have. He could have. But what I want to say here, let me see if there's more that I need to. Okay. What I want to talk about these entities and God. Okay. All right. realizing now I'm a spiritualist. Okay? I worship the divine, the creator of all, not the God of the Bible. Okay? Now from your letter, it seems that when you say God, you're talking about the God of the Bible. Okay? All right, there's a difference. Realize, people, because see, a lot of you have not read anything other. You just sit up and let other people tell you, spout this information to you. So you haven't done your research and you don't know a lot of things. There are a lot of gods in this universe. A lot of gods. Okay? And I'll put it in quotes, gods. All right? The God of the Bible is one. The God of the Hindus is one. The God of the whoever is one. The God of the Muslims is. You understand? There are many gods out here. In spirituality, you go to the divine, the creator of the universe, the creator of all. And the God of the Bible is not that one. God of the. So, for you, think about it now. Think about what I said. And I know this is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. So you might as well know right now. Look, the God of the Bible, the God that you are contacting and the God that is talking to you is a God who doesn't mind hurting someone else for your benefit. In spirituality, is no such thing. It's no such thing. You see? It doesn't work like that. You don't pray to the creator of all, to the divine, to go hurt somebody else because they hurt you. Because guess what? One of the laws of the universe is that whatever you send out is going to come right back to you. And you can't avoid that. So just like you prayed for something to happen to your husband, that same energy is coming right back to you. And probably has always been coming back to you. Because, you saying that you have entities in your home, but your father's a preacher. Let me tell you, when I was growing up, we had entities in our home. We used to talk about it. Talk about it. Entities, in every house that we moved to. Because my father was a minister and, he was appointed in different cities. And we would go in every house we went to. It was some sort of supernatural occurrences happen and creepy occurrences happening in those homes. And what I realize now is that being with a demon, the narcissist, he was bringing along his buddies everywhere we went. And that's what you got. Your home is infested. I'm going to use that word. Infested with demonic energies. And that's why, you say your oldest son wake up with scratches. It seems like the demons have ceased. They ain't ceased. If you have not cleared out your energy, they sitting right there. They ain't going nowhere. And they're still working on you. Because they're not there to be your friends. They're there to destroy you. Okay? All right. All right, so I'll go on if you're still with me. I might have lost a lot of people there, but if you're still with me, here we go. Now I think it was the divorce. Every time I heard God telling me things, they always came true. Please pray for the final divorce and God's blessing on the financial situation. All right. Okay. Now, I know that you are sincere. And I'm being sincere. I'm being truthful and sincere. And, I do chuckle a lot, especially when we're talking about, biblical things as opposed to spiritual things. And, you see, as a spiritualist, my mission here is to help people come out of darkness, to ascend, to understand what life is really about and not to be deceived with old beliefs and old superstitions and that kind of thing. So that's why I tell you the truth as I know it. Okay? For you, I don't see any reason why you won't get a divorce from the narcissist. I mean, it's pretty easy these days to get a divorce. And plus, he's divorcing you. If he's a narcissist, he's moving on to something else. You see? And you can... I know it's been 26 years and you're heartbroken about it or everything. But in the letter, you didn't even sound like he was a nice man. So you ought to be happy about the divorce. But you also need to work on yourself. You need to work on yourself right now. You need to start clearing out those negative energies wherever it is that you live. You need to clear that out right away. Now, if you don't know, I did talk about in one of my videos about smudging. And smudging, you just take sage stick and you go around. As a matter of fact, I think I have one. Let me show you. Okay. All right. Now, this smudging is an ancient custom, but it works. It doesn't hurt anybody or anything like that, but it runs away any negative energies in your house. You just light this and you just go around your house and, and all the corners and everything, and open up either a window or crack a door or something so those energies can leave your house. You see, that's the idea. And you can get these anywhere. I get them on eBay, and all it is sage. See, everything, spirituality is from the nature. It's from nature. It's not man-made thing. And these practices have been going on since ancient times. Way before some man decided we're going to all be Christians. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I hope that I answered the question from both of the letters. I really hope that my answers help someone. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, don't hesitate to send your letters right here. I'll be happy to share them because actually, we have a good time here, but these situations are real. They are real. And there's a lot of people out here having the same situations and nowhere to turn. They don't even know how to ask the question. You see? And sometimes something in your letter may trigger something in another person. And then they want to talk about it and get it out. And believe me, on this channel, you're getting free information. Because most of these situations I have gone through myself. And I've come out on the other end a much better person. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Now, those of you who are looking for your affirmations and your movement, in the description, you'll see a link. Just click on there and there you go. And those of you who want to send me your letters, also my email address is in the description. I want to thank you so much for your comments, your letters, and a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best, and I really hope to see you next time.